When was the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt? Or played a game just for the joy of it? If you're struggling to remember, this episode is for you.
Yes, let's discover why fun and play aren't just for kids. They're essential for a healthier, happier you. And as Dr. Seuss once said, having fun is fun, but you have to know how.
Hey there, welcome to Group X Appeal. I'm Kimberly Spring-Glick.
And I'm Terry Shorter. We're excited to bring you this hot and sweaty podcast.
With over 25 years of experience each in the health and fitness industry, we're here to share hilarious, heartwarming stories from our lives and careers.
And offer practical nutrition tips, expert exercise advice, and strategies for holistic well-being and a positive mindset.
Group X Appeal is your go-to source for inspiration, motivation, and a few laughs along the way.
So tune in and let us help you be the healthiest, happiest version of you. Welcome to Group X Appeal. Terry Shorter here.
And Kimberly Spring-Glick.
We are so excited because this is probably one of, my favorite topics.
Yes, please.
So today we're talking about reclaiming fun and
Oh my
play.
gosh, I'm doing the finger thing.
Yes, you are. And I'm like pounding the table. So reclaiming fun and play, they matter at any age. And so, there's a very famous quote, both of our favorite quotes by George Bernard Shaw. He says, we don't stop playing because we grow old. We get old because we stop playing.
So true.
Isn't it true?
It's so true.
And
I will not get old.
No, I'm going to keep playing. Going to keep playing. So, and we're doing that here with Group X Appeal when we have the opportunity to be here, chatting with you, listening to, what you love hearing about, your questions, your comments, and all that good stuff. That is play for us. It's playtime.
Oh, do you want to know how much this is play? During the intro, there's a part where I say, do you remember the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt? Well, that was about 10 minutes ago for me. Thanks to Mr. Terry Shorter here. So it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And so we've got 4 key tips today that will, just kind of share the importance and the benefits of having fun, of being playful, so you feel youthful. It truly is the fountain of youth. And then we're going to give you a takeaway at the end, so you're not going to want to miss that at all. So I'm going to kick it off. Why fun and play, why it matters.
Do it.
Right? So why fun and play matters. First of all, and it's probably the biggest one, especially nowadays. The big topic nowadays is mental health, right? Mental health and physical health, of course. There's big benefits of that. First of all, stress relief, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So when you play, what are some of your forms of playfulness?
Oh my goodness. Well, I love playing in so many different ways. I love playing games. I love being playful with banter, time with friends, family. When we teach,
Sure.
I'm very... I'm a little playful when I teach.
Oh, geez,
just
a lot playful.
So lots of different ways. How about you?
Same thing. I think the studio, the Group X Appeal, or the Group exercise environment, the studio, being in that studio, it is truly a playground.
Yeah.
It's a playground. And so it gives us an opportunity to be ourselves, to tap into that childlike spirit that we all should be able to tap into. And so, through physical movement, activity, that is obviously, some of the big benefits of play, but also creativity. It helps foster creativity.
Definitely.
When we're playful, when we're having fun, enjoying
so
ourselves.
we tap into that side of the brain, the right side of the brain.
For sure. And so that's, I think, some of the most important health benefits. Any other health benefits that you can think of that you experience?
I think when that, we just shared some of the ways we like to play. And in those scenarios, it's also about connection. And so when you are more playful and you make fun and play matter in your life, and you also make it matter in your relationships, then you're able to form deeper connections with people that are focused on the positive.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. And, there's tons of studies out there that show when you are in a playful state, when you're in a state of joy, when you're, enjoying the process or whatever activity you're engaged in, you're more receptive to learn as well. And it actually is ingrained deeper in your psyche and your emotional, your emotions as well. And so we just need to do more of it.
Yeah. That's a funny thing. This comes up whenever I've talked about the idea of flow, because I think a lot of these fun and play activities can also bring us into what we call the flow state, which we've talked about in a previous episode. But I think that it's not that we don't know what it is. It's not that we've never experienced fun and play. It's just that it becomes more the exception than the norm.
Right.
And so I think what our encouragement for you is today is to make it more of the norm in your life.
And so I think that's a great segue into the second tip or the second benefit of being playful, which is rediscovering joy, right?
Yeah, it's all about rediscovering joy within your life, being able to tap into playful activities, whether it's, I mentioned games earlier. I'm a big card player. So if you ever see me, at a conference or in the hallway or, at a park or whatever, and you've got a deck of cards on you, then I'm your girl. Let's
What's your
go
favorite?
for it.
What's your favorite game?
Gosh, I have a lot.
Go Fish.
No, not Go Fish, silly. So there's one, it's called 31. That one's really fun.
Okay.
I love a game called Setback, which is similar to Spades, but the trump changes.
Okay.
I love Gin.
Oh, wow.
There's
You're
one
like a
I play
real
called
card player.
Skippo that's like its own special deck.
Right.
I will take you down in Uno any day.
In Uno.
I will. I will. I truly will. And I won't feel bad
believe
about
it.
it.
I believe it. I love the confidence.
I sound so competitive,
You
and
do.
yet I truly don't care who wins. Like winning is the last thing I'm worried about because I'm in it for the play.
Okay.
I'm in it for the play because when I'm in that playful spirit, I am kind of tapping into something that sparks joy. And whenever you can tap into something that sparks joy in your heart and soul, I mean, why would we not want to do more of that?
Right.
And then we also think about hobbies, different hobbies. What are some hobbies that would help you tap into joy?
Well, we've talked about hiking, for example.
Big one.
Outdoors hiking is one of those activities where I just feel I feel like myself. I feel genuine. I feel relaxed.
Do you feel joy?
I feel connected. Yeah, I feel connected to the earth. I feel joy
Yeah.
for sure. Yep. Easy
So
get flow there.
we need a little bit more rain here, and then we've got to
do.
go do Black Star
We're
Canyon
doing
again.
it.
Black
We're
Star
doing it.
Canyon is a hike that Terry introduced me to last spring. It is my favorite hike that I've done in Southern California.
that says a lot.
It's so fun because you need your hands. It is so much more playful for me when we have to also use our hands with like a little bit of bouldering. And then if there can be a waterfall at the end, like, okay.
Right.
It's so beautiful.
I was hoping you'd clarify using your hands, but that was bouldering. That's what we use our hands for.
Yes, he encouraged me to use my hands, and so I did. But you know what he did to me on that hike? I think it's on Instagram. Yeah, so it's for the world to see. He went ahead and hid behind like a turn,
Big old rock.
with a big old rock with a stick. Okay, and then as I was coming around the corner of that big old rock, he went tss, as if it were a snake, and I probably jumped. Probably 3 feet in the air and turned
Into the river.
14 different shades. And then what did we do for the next minute straight?
We laughed.
We laughed.
We laughed. It was
we're just being playful.
hilarious. Absolutely. So
Speaking of laughing.
Speaking of laughing, that's tip number 3, right? Or benefit number 3.
Yeah.
The importance of humor and spontaneity in daily life. If it means scaring your friend when they come around the corner with the sound of a snake and a stick that resembles a snake.
Do you want to know the funniest thing about that happening? Is when I posted it, or you posted it, one of us posted it, I had about 6 people reach out to me like, yeah, he does that. Or, yeah, you've been indoctrinated now or whatever. I'm just like,
You're
what
in.
the? It's so funny.
So yeah, I think
it's fun.
you have to the spontaneity. I love the spontaneity, unscripted, just going for it, just living, right? Living. And speaking of one of our latest experiences, our adventures that Kimberly put together. She booked a comedy night. We went down to San Diego area to see one of our favorite comedians, Angela Johnson. And I'm so thankful that you did that.
California,
Yes,
actually.
the name of the
Speaking
place.
of fun and play,
It's called Funner.
we went on a little road trip to Funner, California.
Funner.
It's
Look
true.
it up. And was it fun?
It was so fun. Talk about laughing until my stomach hurt. My cheeks hurt for 3 days. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. So thanks so much again for booking that, putting it together. We had great conversation down the freeway, getting to the destination. When we arrived in Funner, we had already started having fun before the show even started.
We brought more fun to Funner.
Yes.
We made Funner.
Funnest.
Funner
We made it even the funniest.
the funnest it's ever been when we were there.
So those kind of things. Humor is everything. I have a friend of mine, one of my mentors, dear friend named Joseph McClendon III. His mother was diagnosed with cancer, and she's in the 4th stage, and the doctors told her that she only had weeks to live. And Joseph had a decision to make. He thought, okay, I can either believe what the doctors told her and go along with that, that diagnosis, or I can help in a different way. And the method that he decided to take was he brought comedy tapes, like VHS tapes when they were, a thing, into her room to make her laugh and, spark joy and, just get her to kind of tap into that inner child. And as a result of doing that on a daily basis, he'd bring different comedians in that she can watch. She, ended up living for another couple of years.
Wow.
Because he kept her in really good spirits. He kept her laughing. He kept her, in a place where she wasn't focused on the pain. She wasn't focused on, the diagnosis that the doctors gave her. She focused on something else that was more positive. And so
they say laughter is the best medicine.
It truly is.
I agree.
It truly is. So make sure to laugh.
Well, you just made it sound like a very aggressive order. Make sure to laugh.
You better laugh. You're going to do it whether you like it or not.
Which, knowing the kind of person he actually is, that's hilarious. I'm laughing just with him saying it like that. But I think having a sense of humor, laughing is like air to me.
Yeah.
And having a sense of humor.
You're so good at it. You are great at it.
But having a sense of humor, I think about the people I most enjoy being around. I mean, think about the people you enjoy being around. You'll often find they're the people that bring a sense of lightness to life, and they have a kind of a sense of humor with things. They don't take everything so seriously. They don't, let things knock them down, or if they do get knocked down, they get up quickly because they can find the lightness. And I think a sense of humor is so, so powerful.
It is. And the opposite of those, the people that you don't like hanging around, they are the opposite of that, and you try to avoid them at all costs.
Sometimes.
Trying to minimize that time.
Yeah, minimize, yes. We do get to choose who we give our time and energy to.
We do.
So here's the thing, though. When it comes to fun and play, I think there's a barrier that comes up sometimes.
As adults, yes.
Yeah, as adults. Yeah. Kids, definitely, they have no problem with this whatsoever. But I think as adults, sometimes we can tend to feel guilty. We can feel kind of self-conscious about having fun, because when we go to do something that's fun, the thoughts immediately go to, well, I should be, I should be getting something done for work, or I should be getting something done around the house, or I should be, and like that's
not a good feeling.
The should shackles get on.
Shackles.
The should shackles.
You end up shooting all over yourself. You don't want that.
Exactly. So you gotta break free from the should shackles, because what we know to be true is when you can find time for fun, for play, for flow in even the busiest of schedules, it actually is going to fill your cup in a way that allows you to have more bandwidth and more potential to go then do the good things that you want to do for your work, for your family, things around the house, whatever you want to build from IKEA, like whatever's on your to-do list that needs to be a priority, let it be a priority. But that doesn't mean fun and play don't become a priority any longer. Like don't stick them on a back burner. Bring them to the forefront, because I honestly think, as much as we've talked about the importance of self-care, fun and play is a core essential of self-care.
Should be non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
For sure.
I know for me, it is absolutely a non-negotiable. It's probably one of the healthiest boundaries I have, is the insistence on fun, flow, play. Yeah.
Yeah. It does make you more productive. It also is inspiring too. It inspires you to do more. I like when you said bandwidth. It gives you creates greater bandwidth. A great example, and we kind of discussed this off the show, but I experienced that guilt factor with my schedule. Kimberly, when she invited me to see Angela Johnson down in San Diego, immediately the adult mind's going, oh, the drive. It's a little over an hour drive down to San Diego. It doesn't start till 8. The show's not going to be done at 10 until 10. Then another hour and a half drive back. I'm not going to get done till 11:30. I get to teach at 5:45 a.m. the next morning. So I went through this entire adult process, right, in my mind, and everything was at every turn. But then I thought, based on, one of the things that she shared with me that I have adopted now, it's within my practice. I thought, wait a second, I can do this. I can still show up to this event. I know I'm going to be inspired. I'm going to be so glad that I went, rather than saying I wish I would have, which is not a good feeling.
Never.
And I'm going to teach my class in the morning. And what's the solution? How can I make this happen? And I thought, power nap. Power nap in the afternoon. It doesn't have to be forever. 30-minute power nap. That's all I needed.
Hey.
And I was good to go.
I am golden after a 30-minute power nap.
And I was too.
That's awesome.
So, it's finding solutions. It's finding ways. It's making, like Kimberly said, making play, making fun, making laughter a non-negotiable. And you will show up, I think, a lot more present. You'll show up just as a better version of yourself when you can make that part of your priority.
Absolutely so. Truer words have never been spoken.
Right. So what's the takeaway and what's the challenge we want to give our lovely listeners?
So here's our challenge for you. This is homework, but we're not going to call it homework. We're going to call it home fun.
Ooh, like
it.
Hey.
One playful activity this week. Just one playful activity. Play a game with a friend, with a family member. Go do something fun that makes you laugh or even giggle. Run around a park with a kite or blow bubbles, whatever it is, one playful activity. And then would you please share with us, what did you do and how did it make you feel? That's what we want to hear. So whether it's through the comments on YouTube or let us know on Instagram, but we want to know, what's the playful activity that you did this week and how did it make you feel? I can't wait to hear.
I love it. And if you feel like you are too old for this home fun, you are not.
Pish posh.
What did Walt Disney say?
That just made me pish posh.
Pish posh.
Pish posh. Walt Disney actually said, growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional.
So we're making it an option. That's your assignment for the week this week.
Go.
And
it doesn't mean we don't respect our responsibilities. We're not talking about Peter Panning your life.
Not the entire life. Just Peter Pan
not the
some
entire-
moments.
Just have some Peter Pan moments. I promise they will increase your bandwidth. You'll be glad you did.
Absolutely.
You got to let us know how it goes.
For sure. So that is it for today. We are so excited, so thankful, by the way, for tuning in, for tapping in here on Group X Appeal with myself and Miss Kimberly Spring Glick.
Yes, indeed.
Anything else they need to do?
Oh, gosh. Wherever you are tuning in, just keep connecting with us. If you're on one of the podcasts.
Padcast? Who teached you how to spoke?
I didn't know. But if you're on one of the podcast platforms, download, follow us there. If you're on YouTube, definitely check it out. Leave a comment for us. Let us know your home fun, the activity that you're doing and how it made you feel. Connect with us on social media. Just keep the conversation going because we're here to support you in living your absolute best life. And we only know and get the fulfillment of having done that when we get to hear from you, right? So
Absolutely.
It's a relationship.
It is. And speaking of relationships, you'll want to make sure you tap into the next episode. We have relationship expert and therapist Jonathan, who's going to be joining us on that episode. Invite everybody you can on this one because this is during Heart Month, during Valentine's Week that you're going to be able to listen to and meet Jonathan and even get connected with him. We'll tell you how on the episode. So we won't tell you how now, but
No.
Yeah.
So good. You do not want to miss that one.
He is. Yeah. So that is it for today. Thanks again.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, I'm Terry Shorter.
I'm Kimberly Springglick.
And we encourage you as always to make it a great day. And why?
Because it's a great day to have.
Woo woo. Take care. Have
Much
fun.
love.